Okay, what is going on with the Lake Arrowhead real estate market? The market is recalibrating and it's doing exactly as we anticipated, and it's doing some things we didn't necessarily anticipate. So today is July. We are mid-summer selling season, and the market action index just dropped from 34 to 31. What does the market action index mean? 30 is our threshold. So anything above 30 means that we are in a seller's season or a seller's market. Anything below 30 means that we are in a buyer's market. So we've just trended down from 34 to 31, and we're knocking on the door of a buyer's market. That is really unconventional for what would traditionally be a summer selling season, which is, well, traditionally pretty good up here in Lake Arrowhead. So in today's update, I'm going to go really fast. We're not going to do the traditional editing. I have some notes here, so let me get my eyes on, and we're going to go super fast, but I want to break it all down. I want to break down what's happening. I want to look at the MAI drop. What may be driving this? What does it mean? Let's talk about the different price points and the tiers within the different price point structures, because there's some surprises that are hidden in there, and there's some opportunities for buyers and sellers alike. So let's talk about the market action index. Let's talk about this drop and what it actually means. So as mentioned, it went from 34 down to 31. That's a pretty significant drop in a short period of time. But I watch this number more than anything else because it lets me know what exactly or where the market is going. So like Wayne Gretzky says, I don't skate to where the puck is at, I skate to where the puck is going. So in real estate, we have where the market's at, where it's been, and most importantly, where it's going. So if we're a buyer entering in the market, we want to look at where the market's going to be in 2 weeks, in 30 days, in 6 weeks as we enter in this market and we put in our offers. If we are a seller that's entering in the market, we want to look at not only where the market is at today, but where the market is going to be tomorrow, where it's going to be next week, as well as next month. Ultimately, when those offers are coming in and when that appraiser is walking the property and doing the appraisal on the property. So a single reading on the market action index doesn't mean doom and gloom for everything, but is definitely something that we want to keep an eye on. Conversely, this is the second time that I've been doing these market updates that this has been ticking down. So is this a pattern? I don't know, to be continued, but there's something that's driving this. The inventory, the amount of homes that are available in the Lake Arrowhead area has now crept up to 415 homes. This is much higher than it's been in the previous months, and it's actually much higher than is traditionally carried for the area, especially during summer selling season. That might be driving that market action index a little bit lower. Here's one other thing. So we talked about inventory. We talked about the market action index. Here's the one that's kind of mind-blowing, and the market is not behaving the way you would traditionally think it would behave during the summer selling season, and in direct correlation with the market action index is the median house price in the area is $730,000. So the median house price for a property in Lake Arrowhead is $730,000 as of today. New homes coming on the market are priced at $82,000 above that price point. The median price of new listings is $812,000. Now, remember the old bell curve from school when we were doing grading? So we have to throw some things out there. We got to take into consideration that that number might be skewed by some big dogs coming on the market. And what do I mean by big dogs is there might be some listings that were, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, 15 million that are skewing that new pricing index. So we definitely want to keep an eye on that. But the other thing could be the houses that are on the market that are sitting at $730,000 are maybe stale listings. Maybe they're not priced correctly. The homes that are coming on the market now during the summer selling season maybe have been prepped for the summer selling season. Maybe they're ready to go. Maybe they're sellable listings that are priced right. And that's what we're going to watch over the next 3 weeks. We're going to see if there's a narrowing of the gap between the median house price and the list price. And here's what I mean. Those homes that are listed at a higher price point, we're going to see if those are going into escrow in a reasonable period of time. Are they interested to buyers? Are they priced right? Is the market telling them that the price is right? Or are they going to languish and sit on the market like the other properties that is causing the inventory to increase? Speaking of homes sitting on the market and languishing, here's an important stat. 40% of all homes that are currently on the market in Lake Arrowhead have just undergone a price reduction. So for every 10 homes that are on the market in Lake Arrowhead right now, 4 of them have undergone a price reduction, 40%. So if you're a seller that's thinking of stepping into this market, keep in mind you have some new competition. You have competition in the way of newer pricing, which tends to shake things up in an area because homes that were maybe out of reach for buyers before are now within their reach. So your pricing strategy as a seller now more than ever is extremely important. Your buying strategy as a buyer is equally as important. And here's where I'm going to cover some hidden opportunities for buyers as well as some, areas of caution for sellers. Let's talk about the homes that are on the market in regard to 4 different tiers. So I typically will break them down into entry-level homes, step-up homes, executive style homes, and luxury homes. So when we are looking at homes that are entry price point, like $399,000, $400,000, $450-ish thousand, like your standard entry-level cabin. I mean, we're talking 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000 square feet, 1,100 square feet. Those homes are actually moving very, very quickly. Those homes are only sitting on the market about 63 days. So they're moving just outside of 2 months. Your step-up homes, which would be your next tier, these are your homes that are listed at about, call it 600, 650, 700,000. These homes are actually sitting on the market a lot longer, almost a third more. These homes are sitting on the market a roughly 84 days. So you have 63 days for the entry level, 84 days for your next level up. Now let's go to the next level, which is our executive style homes. And our executive style homes are going to be 2,000 to 2,400 square feet, maybe 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, extensive upgrades. These are the ones that are in the price point like $850,000 and above. These homes are also sitting on the market. Care to guess how long? The longest. They're sitting on the market at 94 days, so 3 months plus. So this price point has a little bit of a struggle. This price point is stuck in the mud, but subsequently when you get into the luxury side of things, and let's call that 1.5 million and above, those homes are sitting on the market only 80 days. So let's look at this from a bookend perspective. You have your entry-level homes, call it 399, call it 400,000 to 600,000, are moving within 63 days. The luxury homes, 1.4 and above, those are moving in roughly 80 days. Pinched in between, you have homes from about 600,000 to call it $1 million that are sitting on the market 3 months plus and even longer. So what does that tell us from a strategic standpoint? If you're a buyer and you're in that middle price point, there's inventory. There's property sitting on the market. There is opportunity. So you don't always have to write an offer at the posted price, especially if that property has been sitting on the market for a while. Put your best foot forward, put together an offer. Who knows? You might find an opportunity. If you're a seller that's in that price strategy, rethink your pricing strategy. If you're sitting on the market more than 90 days, the market has spoken, and you should probably consider having a conversation about readjusting that price. Or if you're newly coming out of the market, making sure that you're pricing your home aggressively, not giving it away. Don't get me wrong. Price it to where the puck is going. Remember? Okay. And then also, if you're on the entry-level side of things or on the luxury side of things, and you are a seller, you have some leverage there. So price aggressively, meaning on the aggressive side that favors you. Maximize that net because homes are sitting less on the market there and there's less inventory there. If you're a buyer on that side of things, be cautious. You want to put your best foot forward and write a solid offer because those homes are moving and there's not as much wiggle room. So we have the 4 different levels, but we have 4 different access points, and that requires an extensive strategy. Talking about strategy, if you're interested in buying or selling in the Lake Arrowhead area, I'm a local real estate broker up here, and conversely, I have lived up here for 4 years, and if you've been following my videos, you know that I took some bumps, some bruises, and learned some lessons along the way. I put some videos around here in regard to adjusting to mountain life and things that you should know. At the end of the day, team, I'm a real estate broker that is passionate about his community. I would love to help you find your next home or help you liquidate an asset that you have up here. With that said, team, I look forward to working with you. My contact information is down below. Let's connect. Talk soon. Bye-bye.